Hey guys, Surf God here, and here's my Remington 597. Let me start off with why I even decided to make this video. There's a lot of great videos out on YouTube. A lot that are probably much better than what I'm going to give you here. But not too much on the Remington 597. I know it wasn't quite as popular as, say, the Ruger 1022. That kind of won in popularity, and I really hope this doesn't become a thread in the comments of Ruger versus Remington. God, we all know there's plenty of those threads around. What I'm gonna go over is the gun, what I've done to it, what I like, what I don't like, and where I want to go from there. Let me start off with the likes. As any 22 caliber gun, it's a fun gun to shoot. You and your buddies can get together, go out, have a good time. Doesn't really cost much to shoot. It's November 2009. Picked up a brick. This was at a local business that I bought of American Eagle. 500 rounds. I think I paid $25. Yeah, I probably could have got it cheaper. I know a lot of people buy their ammo at Walmart. That's not really capable here in New Jersey. Walmarts don't sell their ammo or guns at all, actually, in New Jersey. And to tell you the truth, I'd rather support a local business when I can. If it's only a couple more dollars, I will, especially when it comes to an industry like this. The gun industry, local businesses could use all our help. Every help that they can get, to tell you the truth. What else? How about the gun itself? The Remington 597 cost me like $169, give or take. I was in late... What was that? Probably not late. Probably mid-2008 I purchased this gun. It was kind of an impulse buy. I just wanted something, like I said, cheap to shoot. And... 169, maybe it wasn't as great a deal as some people get, but I'll tell you what, it was worth every penny with the amount of fun I've had with this gun. This is a great gun, especially if you're a beginner, or to take beginners out and learn just some basic principles. It's not very loud, it's not scary, and they usually have a good time with it. I hate when people bring their girlfriend to the range and they start them off with a high caliber, something that they're not going to enjoy, or they're just scared of. I don't understand why people do that. Definitely 22 is the way to go if you're a beginner. Plus, like I said, coming back to the cost, I can shoot this all day. It's not going to break the bank. What else? Accuracy. Right out of the box, this gun was extremely accurate. I've heard this before, and there's some truth behind it, that this gun will make it look like... It makes you look like you shoot better than you do. As long as you do your part, it's gonna hit exactly where you're pointing. I had no problems with accuracy right out the box for this gun. So let's go into the dislikes. What don't I like about this gun? The breakdown. I think, let's see, we have two Allen screws right here, or bolts. One there, one there. You break the gun down, that's the basic part, comes up. I think there's... It's been a while since I've cleaned this or I've even taken it apart. I think there's a pin you have to knock out. From the pin, I think then there's another two Allen screws that hold the springs in, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And if I'm not mistaken, they're two different size Allen keys that you have to use. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, to tell you the truth. Something like... I don't know, a 223, like my Bushmaster, you can pretty much take it apart with a Unfire 223 cartridge, whereas this I need tools. Kind of a pain. Also, with most 22s, it gets dirty. 22 is a dirty round, and it builds up with gunk very quick. So, especially when there's new shooters, I'll take this apart and give it a good cleaning, and it takes a little bit of time to give it a good cleaning. It's not something quick, not like a handgun where you can just pop the slide off, give it a quick brush through. I mean, you're taking screws out, a pin out, a little bit of a pain in the ass, in my opinion. The last thing is, my Remington 597 jammed. I'm talking probably maybe 1 out of 30. Give or take 1 out of 3 magazines. I'm in Jersey, so we have the magazine cap. It sucks, I can't get the banana clip where I would. And let me tell you a quick little story. I was at the range, and this was the only gun I took that day, and me and my girlfriend were shooting, and she's still a new shooter. and we noticed that throughout the day it started jamming more and more and more. And I wanted to take a look at the gun. I put the magazine in. I'm shooting, and it seemed like to the point of one every every other shot would failure to extract, to the point of every shot double feeding, yada yada this, yada yada that. Pop the magazine out about 5 rounds later. Out pops along the spring and plug that sits behind the extractor. Let me see if I can get a shot of the extractor for those who don't know what it is. It's this little piece that sits in there, which helps eject the spent casings once the gun has been fired. And that was nowhere to be found. And I don't know how many of you have seen the extractors of this gun, or any extractor. They're small. It could have flown off when we were firing, and us not paying attention, it could have went downrange, and I wasn't about to look for it. So we packed up, and I decided to take this opportunity as the time to put in an upgraded extractor and a target trigger hammer. I'll tell you one thing. I think I spent about $20 on the extractor. It was worth every penny. Every penny. I have yet to have a failure to extract, no double feeding, no stovepiping whatsoever. I have about 1,000 rounds, and it's 100% accurate, or I'm sorry, 100% reliable, and it really has restored my confidence in this gun. I also, like I said, I upgraded the trigger. They claim that it reduces the trigger weight by about 50%, and I'm going to say, yeah, and maybe even then some. What I didn't like when I first had this gun, not only was it a heavy trigger pull, I don't really remember the exact weight. I'm going to say maybe a 6 or 7 pound trigger. I don't remember. I'm not even going to guess, actually. So, not only that, though, but it was a long trigger pull for this firearm. What it has done is it reduced the trigger weight of the pull, but it's also a very clean, crisp trigger now, which it wasn't before. Makes it a little bit easier to shoot this gun, to tell you the truth, and in my opinion, makes it a little bit more accurate. You're not spending so much time trying to stay on target while you pull that trigger weight. Yeah, I guess you could have some accidental discharge, but that shouldn't be an issue if you practice proper gun safety. Keep your finger off the trigger. I always try to teach the new people how to hold the firearm before they even get a loaded magazine, give them basic safeties of it. So what else have I done? The Boyd stock. That was one things I really wanted. It came with that olive tan greenish color, I guess, plastic stock, and it was ugly in my opinion. I wanted a wood stock. I got the laminate by Boyd's. It was cheap, actually, to tell me the truth. I got a deal on it. It was $50. There was a problem with it, though, that the back screw did not align with the stock and firearm portion correctly. It took me all of 30 seconds with a drill to correct that. It was not a big deal whatsoever. And that's my stock, and yet again, money well spent for me. What else did I do? As you can see, I replaced the scope. I think I'm going to remount this a little bit nicer way. I don't really like the way it's mounted, but I just put this on there. I haven't had much time with this scope. It's a BSA Suite 22 series. I replaced the Remington 3x9, a very basic Remington 3x9, which was fine for what it was. I wanted something I could get a little bit more distance, a little bit nicer. This is a 6x18x40. I haven't had much time with this scope, to tell you the truth. I only shot with it once. I spent all of 2 minutes sighting it in that day. Just kind of wanted to get out there and see how it looked. And from the little bit of time that I did have it with it, I liked it. I liked it a lot. And yet again, money well spent. Only dislikes are the fact that the lens covers are these screw-ons here. I'm going to see what I can get in an aftermarket piece for that to replace that. It's just, I don't want to be there screwing that off and on all day, having it fall at the range, and maybe even losing them. So I'm going to try to get some type of flip cap to cover them up. It shouldn't be too hard to find. That's pretty much it. I'm sure I forgot something, as always, but tell me what you guys think. Leave comments. If you have any questions, send me a message, or I'll try to answer your comments. Alright guys, take care.